Hello, everyone. This is your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for Saturday, May 25th. And unfortunately, it's Memorial Day weekend. We know a lot of times we get some interesting weather, and that's no exception for this weekend across the state. We do have those showers and thunderstorms continuing all the way through the holiday weekend. Southerly flow, at least for today and tomorrow. It means it's going to warm up a bit over the area, but that heat could add to the instability issues across the area. That also means, unfortunately, when the system moves over us again on Monday, we cool off, and that'll take a couple of days for us to start warming up again. And I know a lot of people have been asking us, when's the next really long period of dry weather? Nothing is really on the horizon at this point, unfortunately, for folks asking that particular question. If you look at the satellite loop, you'll notice that we do have a low over Washington and Oregon, a surge of moisture working into the area early this morning. That continues to work northeast today. We have another area of low pressure here across the panhandle of Alaska. That's going to drop in. That low is actually going to take over. It's going to somewhat absorb this low, but both pieces of energy, both of those waves move across on Monday here in eastern Idaho. That's probably going to be our next best chance of widespread showers and thunderstorms across the area. Now, we've taken a wider view across the region just to kind of show you how things are going. Again, we'll start to see showers and thunderstorms increasing across the area for this afternoon, and a pretty good chance of precipitation from the central mountains, the Magic Valley, back to the west as that low drops into the area. We have another little bit of a dry slot, but unfortunately, I think with this dry slot, it actually may heat things up enough that it fills back in with clouds and a lower chance of showers and thunderstorms, not necessarily a 0% chance across the area. Now, you'll notice showers and just thunderstorms, they keep on going. There's that low heading towards Vegas, Southern California, going into tomorrow. You'll notice as it moves into the Four Corners by Memorial Day afternoon and evening, that spreads more precipitation across the area, and that trend just pretty much continues on all the way through the rest of the week. A little closer look, this is the hour-by-hour forecast, and you'll notice as we go through this morning, most of the shower activity is over our western areas, a few scattered showers, very light showers, mainly once you get around to I-15 and on to the east from there. But you'll notice as we go into the afternoon hours, some pretty hefty showers and thunderstorms across the area. Locally heavy rainfall, some gusty winds possible with some of this activity, especially the stronger stuff. We're not expecting severe weather at this time. We talked about that drier air, and you'll notice there's lower coverage once you get farther to the east. It's not necessarily, I said, going to be zero, but lower coverage in some areas. And as we go through today and into this evening, you'll see that band that was to the west kind of spreading to the east a little bit again. Snow levels are going to be getting up there, so once you're above 9,000 or 10,000 feet, that's the only place we're going to see any particular chance of snow, and it's not going to necessarily be impactful. We do get a little bit of a break, but again, I think some of the models are kind of like, well, it's nighttime. It's not necessarily going to be conducive for showers. I don't necessarily agree with that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some more shower coverage overnight over especially the western half of our forecast area. But you'll notice, hey, look, we get into tomorrow afternoon, more showers and thunderstorms developing, and you'll notice again, with that drier air, it looks like most activity takes off right along the 84-86 corridor, lifting to the north and to the east. But again, still showers and thunderstorms. We get more heating. Some of those storms could be a little rowdy, again, with some heavy rain and some gusty winds across the area. And as we go through time, you'll notice, again, some showers continuing into Memorial Day morning. But once we get into the afternoon hours, again, this stops actually at Monday 6 a.m., it's really going to get cranking in the afternoon and evening hours. So here's a look at precipitation, generally less than a tenth for this morning across the area. But as we get in this afternoon, some of these showers and thunderstorms producing a tenth to about a quarter of an inch, maybe a few heavier rain-producing storms over portions of the Magic Valley into the Central Mountains, and pretty much that could be the case anywhere. That's the most likely area. So we go into this evening. Again, most of it will be light, but some this activity could produce over a tenth of an inch of precipitation. That continues into the Central Mountains, especially up into Lemhi County overnight. But as we go into tomorrow, especially farther north, some of that activity, that tenth to a quarter of an inch, may be higher in some cases. Farther to the south, a little bit less coverage and chance of measurable precipitation across the area. As we go into Monday, you'll notice that's when things start to pick back up. And by afternoon, most areas, tenth to a quarter of an inch. Some areas, especially in the mountains, could see 1/4 to a 1/2 inch amounts of precipitation across the area. As we go into the long period, and this is just the potential amount of rain that could fall across the area through the end of the week, many areas across the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, we're talking about a 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more. And in the higher elevations, we're talking maybe 1 to 2 inches. And again, this is trying to take some finer details and put it into a broader scale. So that doesn't necessarily mean that all these mountain ranges are going to see 1 to 2 inches. Some places could see less than an inch over time. Some may see more than 2 inches. It's just a matter of how things fall with showers. That's the idea with showers. They don't cover every square inch of the area, and they don't happen at every hour of the day. Now, we're going to take a look at the temperatures for today. We talked about it warming up across the area. Tomorrow, some places might try to push 65 to 70, closer to 70 in some areas. Still 40s and 50s, especially on those higher ridges and peaks. We cool back off again on Monday, then the slow warming trend Tuesday, and we really start to warm up through the end of the week. But again, it's going to stay wet across the area. If you do have any questions, go ahead and give us a call. Otherwise, have a great day, have a great Memorial Day weekend, and do stay safe out there.